Sesisin pat kuble ye fi baro bat pidang ye pe ye ke khubor jong Mawphor. Habengin ya ceprang bat ke khubor hagani kapor tungin ye pe ikimat ke bekongsan jong ke khubor kumne. Arpuklur shua yo ka ki HADC na ka tight scheme on ye kren bat ke sorkar bat penkhu ye ke wa omkra. Shimka bu ki nong siu khajna professional tax na ka klam covid khat kendai. La ka klur do nong ka ki HADC. Kwa kinong hikai SSA ban ujor mukaduma ya ke sorkar kuntu ya kiwei ban siu ya ke arhajar tengka. Kadba ke sorkar kampat siu ya ke tulam ngin ya biteng be ya ke non cooperation movement ong ke MSSASA. Dawa ke MSSASA ya ke sorkar ban pelaj no ya ke pisah basis pak sau klur ban yo siu ya ke tulap besan benai. Kajingmi kirikot ka UDP kam kata asatya ya ka UDP kajingkhang ka play bon ya kiwe pat play umentri rangba ka jylla ya umawnong rim jong ka Sip Singh Memorial Government School la play ya ka jaka ajing hikai ya kinas Hawes Khas Hills District
State Committee jingjia ngimda bun ki agenda ngi dan tangkat tu kan itli mat ki bangi keren barka agenda ke berkongsan ke bangi kerentasi ke lomba ngia pengkreat na ke bynta ba ke session budget session ha ke ba ngia tai na ke bynta kumnu ban wanra ya ke budget jong news nam arajar arulai but ke budget tau snam kam tadi ke ba pair ke diga jui kanum dadon jing kala dan jing pengkala ni yang tai ke bakendon ke jing penbej let's say hakikat tu kat ni bikimat kedai bat ki department ki prepare kebaar kedai ka jing pentrikam ya kanika tight scheme keba ni layo ya ka first installment mentala kat tu kat ni benai but ngi tai kumnu ya ka rukoman pentrikam ya kani namar ba kubo fitip ba kani ka scheme kedai thik tang na ka banta jong kani ki water and sanitation de ngia tai kimat bagi kendon kumnu ki kriteria bagi dekat ki jongi dan ki konsensi ki jongi ken submit iki scheme ini ki proposal harapan penkret bat bah rujuk kapor wilayah tai ba ngin penkeloi kapan pentrikam iki scheme nang ba kan long ke jing mentoy nak penta ki snong ki thau pakan poi ru akapor ke babiang nang ba ngila ban pentri kampat ya ka second installment ke ba ngila ngila yo pediang kawat la da ka sorkar kampat pelaj pesan rei kadai ke ba la don ba ka sorkar ya menta ka bil nginum don kan la ban don be tang ka report jong katuka inheritance property bill ke bangala ngila ra sa ka select committee te ngin dala syong ka select committee te kemudian tangga tu ngat harai ka report ngin ra sport house nyam ngi don bun ki scheme ngi dang yo dang first installment tight scheme kan ni kam de ka tight mentang dang yo dang arpo ya ka first installment ya menta te ka syong ka lanu kila ban form ini ki town committee ngin pe ka hai don kam te ka nang nakinu kilat gilanti bangidon ngin persang man pi ngidang yarai mentan ru ba ngin tho na kaliang ka council ke sorkar namar ba ka sorkar ru kalayo ya ka jingyarap na ka central government dang ba ka scheme man penkhui ko omkra ya ka ba hakatu ka project la kedaulang ru ya ka jingdon jongka district council te ngaso ba ngihap ban panjing syai lo kan dei bat ka jing mi jongka hukum jongka yeng do kasyari ke badan burom aikut halor ke jing dei bat ka jing jabo mo ke jongki jaka ki badan khamtam hang ni po social law ki bahap po put usam jongka district council te ngila ya kren hang ni kat kum ka rai jongka yeng kasyari ba lakum nu bagi dei ban form yakini ki town committee ki ban pej tang ya ka health and sanitation kapamut ka cleanliness baka sanitation lani ya ka jing khu jing suba hagi snong ki thau kaba ka yin ka syari kala ai hukum te nakaliang ka jungi ka council ngin sim khiai kani kita deki mat ki ba kongsan ki bangi keren ngasrai ki labiang ki bompat don ni nak mansna ini ki komiti nang bakin pej tangi kani ka cleanliness but sanitation
ka Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council ka do nong de ki klur tengka na ka daw babon ki badai ban siu ya ka khajna professional tax ki claim wan siu satia da ka bashim ka bu ya ka jingwan ka klam covid khat kendai haba pentip ya kane hadin ka jingalang jong executive committee UCM ka council uba Titus W Khain ulaong ba man usnem ki jiyo kumba hadu khat saw ne khat san klur tengka na ka tei ka jinglom khajna Henry Mintapat ki yo tang kumbasan hadu Henry klur tengka AA
keren sepang kani ka professional tax ka ba ngi ya ka jing bom kit khia jong ki beliau ki badai ban siu ya kani ka professional tax ngi babun ki traders ki babun ki nong khai ki bun ki industry ki ba dalam siu ya kani ka professional tax te mentang idang perkhat ya ka ban penkloy no ya ka online system ka bakila ban siu da ka online te ya kani ngina IT ya menchat bai penkloy ya kani kat bala kanang bakan pensuk iki paj baru ki badai ban siu kani ka professional tax bakin siu lengba ka online ka kini ki kat tu kan teliki mat ki bang ya keren ba ki bala dai ban siu na duk mensiam senam lu ki kham siu ki sim kabu na mar ki ong bagadon kani ka lockdown na mentah kani covid-19 te ki nre ki don ki bakham pat siu mentau senam lu balik si ki don ki bandang siu lu te nre ngi kerpat ki paj ba ya gitu ki badai ban siu ya ka personal tak bagi sobha ban siu no kenang ba kinla makiru bakan num thut ka kam ka jam kiru ki kam ba dai ba ka tax kadang laga jong ka slap dan laga jong slap ki don ki ka kanum exit ya ka arah jasan spa ki don ki pasyajar ki don khasan spa dan ba jasan spa dan laga jong ngam tharai bakan dai na takadau namar ba ka ki haban siu namar ki don kam be ya ka tu ka certificate jongi ki don kam haki we pat ki kam jong ki te ki long hi ban haban siu te kum ki nong tre sarkar ki ba laot lupa ada ka sarkar at sus ki ot ani ki nong hikai kumta te ki habi ban siu ki hajing sya ka de ban poi kum ba khat sau krur si snam ka council ten re kam poi hadu mentah ka kapoi tang kombasan rio ki badangon siu kinang la ban siu kinang ya te ka kendala ya ka online paking saya ya online
Hikai School SSA hakaje kendu berkilat patai khubor hasilong press club hakasngi palai kilapan pau ke jing benyau ya karai jongka MSSA SA lengba u presiden ubalapan bena ban ujor mukuduma syakaying syari ya ka sarkar halor ka jingbom siudap ya ka tulop basau benai kenti habapan pau halor kani nakaliang kini kino hikai kilakentu ya ka CEC baru iki parano hikai bakin perkat bahajanai om benilai persya ya ka sarkar dakane kalenti yo kanang bu jing isu ya kino hikai SSA hi baro bakenturu iki wepat ki parano hikai bakim dei satia ban siu ya ka pisa ba arajar tingka kabalalum nakamenta ban ujor mukuduma ya ka sarkar jylla
Ngadi iso bilang do ngadi ruway ni ginuhikai SSE apo pasti di kaya ti kumuway na ginuhikai hindiat ngadon kajing sngaw haki katu kani ki bynta bangakwa ban pasnulem bat kum ginuhikai ki bangyadon lang kani kapor ya kaya ke mengikut ang pasar jimut lem syaki wipat ki parano hikai lesi kimdon ya kata ka jingsai haka bede bat katu kan ni kimat timentangin poi bet sa kata ka phang kawai ke mengikut bani keren kani kapor kalong kaput kis kung kinong hikai SSE kumuway na kinong hikay SSA bat ngiru baro ki bangi don lang ni kapor habang yoi hakilat patay khubor baka Meghalaya Sarba Shiksha Abhiyan School Association kamut bat katmu ban file petition ya ka state Meghalaya ti kum kinong hikay ki bangidon ya kajing snow kit kya idon ya kata kajing snow le si nang bentan wepat ki para nong hikay balada ngiyat da kaniga lenti le si kan poi penban syauput jong kajing bat kan baklong ru kabakham le si kum ya kabangilong benta ti ngiburu kajing karpat ya ka MSSA ba nginhap ban perkhat ba hagabai dei bakani gapang baong bangin aikis ya ka state Meghalaya hagabai dei ban regularize ya baro kinohikai SSA hapo ka state Meghalaya kawai ka bang yui hagilat patay khubor yui ki media ki press bawi presiden jong ka MSSA iong bangin file case ya ka sarkar Meghalaya by teachers name kata ka de gawe gamat kamanga kumuway na ginong hikay nga don ya kajing smoke here ba lada i presiden iong ban file case ya ka sarkar Meghalaya daga kerteng jong ginong hikay it means individually by teachers name ngisngo kit kya hawi di bagani kabenta ka long ba lesi lasai enda habagi bapli kinong hikay ki bom tip ya ga lesi ki bom don ni kajing snow thu ladang i file ya ga case ladang i ai daga kerteng jong unong hikay lani kanong hikay kabamut enda poi pat haka hearing pat hatu manu ban kit kli lani ban bat kli ya ki pat na benta ka kam ngisngo tu bah po Meghalaya kila bun bah ki jeruat na kabenta kinong hikay SSA ti habaydi bagani kabenta ngisngo banong ya ki paranong hikay ki bompat sem layo ya kijing pensay habaydi kabenta bakin snow ba bakin perkhat arsin habaydi bagani gamat ban file case ya ka state Meghalaya kata ka di gawi gamat bat kata ka di gawi gapang kabangako muway na kinong hikay nakwa ban pasat jing munlem sa baro kiparan hikay bat kabaar kolong hawi day bat ka subscription kabakum ka MSSE central body kilayat chat menta sakmat banpan arhajar tingka na uway pa uway unong hikay nakabenta ka ni ban file case ya ka state Meghalaya ti shushu habay di bagani ngisngo ban pasat jing murlem ya ki paranong hikay ki babon le si kimpat yasiw habay di bagani kapisa kabha bangin ya perkhat bah janay bahatu kabiang ni bangin aikis ya kasorkan Meghalaya lani ngihaban perkhat bah yo lesi kabu jing penban yang ibat hadin tinga kerparu igiwe gi parano hikai gi bompat siu kabha bangin ayasiu kaji suthu ka jonga simet namar kambha bangin ya pen ibor bar kasorkan Meghalaya yo lesi lasai pat kapus kajongi kampat day hero kata kamingilong stable kamingilong namar la apoin yang i daga SMC kajing menta kalong lasai ngihaban penbiang i ginom ski babun kinong hikay ladang i kren i kimugi barang bon kijing duna ti kumuway nang inong hikay nakwa ban pasad jing mulem bahawi di bagani kakut kisi kambha bangin yat daga ni galenti kum kinong hikay SSA hapo ka Meghalaya ikwaro ban kerpat ya ka sarkar Meghalaya bat kata kabayaday bat ka area kum kinong hikai SSE ya ke area kum balong hadu menta la prabnai kabasa ya ke area kalong prabnai kenti tinggi kerpat ya ke sorkar Meghalaya bala dalong kabala bakin perkhat lem nagbenta jongi ki para nung hikai ki bengilakit ngilaba ngila tenrong lem ka imlang kasalang lesi nagbenta bangintai ya ke future jongi kena tila dalong kabala kin sngoba ni kerpat ya ke state government bakin pelaj no hamploy ya ke area kabangikum kinung hikai SSE ngilai yaisha lakat takipor.
And that is the non-cooperation movement for us teachers against the government. Because time and again, we are the one who are being deprived of our rights, as has been mentioned by our Sir President. Even the salary also, it has been pending for nearly 5 months now. And it has been since long, right from the time, that is from December onwards. Till now, we have been harassed by the state government in giving us many activities that we have to do and fulfill time and again, and we are the one that time and again we are being deprived of what is due for us, and that is the salary. But time and again, as we see that the government use us in many of the activities that we have to fulfill, just to name a few, the activities such as teacher self-assessment, then we have the Swachh Vidyalaya Puraskar, then even the COVID vaccination drive also they involve teachers in it, and also then we have this training on TSAP, to name a few. So we are the one, time and again, we have suffered a lot because just like I've told you about our salary, and then time and again we are being told that this is compulsory that we have to do. So now we are asking the government, okay, time and again we are the one who are being suppressed. So time and again you ask us to go for this training. So who will bond for us regarding the what to say, the expenditure that we have to go through to all these training and all. So we request the government to hear our cry and to deal with our issue, to solve our problem, okay, for this cause, okay, to make themselves available for us, not only to use us many of the times regarding on all these activities that is involved. So thank you.
Section 7 of the RTR 2009, it is clearly mentioned here that the state government shall, after taking into consideration the sum provided by the central government above and the mandatory matching state share, provide the balance fund necessary to fulfill the estimate for the implementation of the Act. It is recommended that the state should meet the balance amount from its own resources, including the additional fund developed under the 14th Finance Commission. So see, the Honorable Chief Minister is very aware of this. The Education Minister is very aware of this. But we are very surprised why they are trying to mislead the SSA teachers, as I said in particular, and the people of Meghalaya in general. And today, through you, the press and media, both print and electronics, we demand from the state government to immediately release this additional fund amounting rupees 104 crores, so that the state project director office will be in position to pay our pending salary, which is pending for almost 5 months. Also mentioned here, incidentally, it may be mentioned that the finance department white letter number dated 4th March 2020 agreed to release rupees 34.10 crores against capping norms of teachers' salary for the financial year 2019-20, but as of date the same has not been released. Similarly, additional fund of rupees 33.946 crores against capping norms of teachers' salary for the financial year 2020-21 has also not been released, although CMAM paid teachers' salary as per existing rate by taking loan in anticipation of receipt of fund from the state government. See here, it is clearly mentioned that the state have agreed to pay this additional amount. But it is very surprised to see here that though the state have agreed, the same was not released till date. So we want to raise a question to the state government why they are not releasing this fund amounting rupees 104 crores so that the office of the state project director will be in a position to pay our pending 5 months salary. Added to this, very interesting, okay? I think all of us remember what is the statement made by our Honorable Chief Minister Sir Conrad K. Sangma. In his statement, he mentioned that SSA program is a financial support, a funding pattern between the center and the state government of 90:10 ratio. But as per the letter sent by the Honorable Minister of Education, Government of India, Sir Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, on 22nd January 2021, he mentioned clearly regarding the capping norms whose responsibility is it falls under whose responsibility. Here, according to this letter, see here it is according to this letter, it is clearly mentioned here that as regards capping norm of salary of teachers under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, it is informed that while finalizing the scheme, representatives of all states and UTs were requested to share their views, suggestion on the concept note and the design of the scheme. The suggestion comments of the state UTs on the concept note for the proposed integrated scheme for school education were accommodated in the scheme. Accordingly, financial support to the teachers, headmaster, principal has been restricted as per the prevalent fund sharing pattern based on the financial norms of the scheme. Here the Honorable Minister of Education himself have written a letter to our Honorable Chief Minister Sir Conrad K. Sangma, which he clearly mentioned that it is the duty of the state government to bond this additional amount. Because before finalizing the proposal sent by the state government, they already have a PAB meeting. In that PAB meeting, they have discussed everything. So the state and the central government have agreed, and after they have agreed, okay, here it is mentioned that regarding the financial support, it will be as per the financial norms of the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan.
Resign jong ki nairam jong UDP kumakapao kalong kirang layon windi ba subar swear wadi president jong ka youth wing jong ka ribuan UDP nang ta dan soba Lawrence nongrum di gersti jong ka district UDP bat kumjuro badi ba renol hakundi ulong kum vice president jong ka UDP ribuan district di kita ni sekwi guru kibaya banrap lang hang tu ya kibagim la ban pentikana hagan okom kide mano nama ba hadu kan no kolong ke ba shisha ni ke bom shisha jadi ke bom genuine ni ke bom dei ya kita ngimpat la nang ik kan tan wei ko makapau haga ba shai ke bangila nong de layut kito tigila resign kamde ke bagi le narut nakia ni ke mapau lawan submit lagi jong garis connection ni ki haga kti jong kom president jong ka district UDP jong ka ribuan district kala ya kita menem diskan di kajing ni jong ki kajulong hi mo kum ki parlok ki balai ya trelang ki balai dan lang kat pat ka parti kum ki paranong tre ke parti idan ke ya kajing snow problem ni dan parlok mo dan kajing snow te namar ngia burong ngia teli ngia long kawe ngia tre ya kawe ka kata ka common cost jong ka riba ka check into kum ki riu ki battery ha ka parti bar ka propose jong kata ki motif jong ka kalong ban ai ki shikri ban tre na kam ta jimbit jimbiang jong ka dong ka thain ka riba ka check into kam tam e na kam ta ka dong ri boy kum ba ka pau tu kum ki kit kam ni tre jong parti ri ko riba history ten rei ha ka ju por ka por pa ngim nga pat banong ta kum wei pa fi ki dan la ka jing sno ki la ka jong ka jing yi la ka jing su thu jong ki bat kat kum gijing siam gijing lak gijing ki pen pau ya kata mok pi mene pi ya ka statement gijing ki di ngim la hai ken ban pen bor ya no ino bat ngim la ro ban khang ya no ino kita lagi gijing komon like duit gijing ki ni burom ya kata gijing seo gijing ki mok kat kum gijing subit gijing ki di
halo kan kadang nam kadang no
pi gijing ke gijing kta ka parti di nomor pakai election और हजार lain kalau dan hajan kata kalau kau kumpulan yang baru ahi jadi bat ka negadong ka thang ri bhoi district jing hameru sisen perkhat haba kami kumto kibri gila man simba gandon gecikta dan ringimla pat banong haduk ano kan kta kumno kan kta namar kum ka parti pade namar ka jingrung yami kadang hangnong no kasi dumbat kani kamdei ke jingjia ke badang long thmai ke bakhala ke bompat juja hakano kono ka political party lani wat hagajinde bat kani ka dong ka thangi bhoi jingi hanne rude di kata ka shong hakajing yi jing kibre henry hakajing suthu jingi pade ka kam dan setia lo kum kata
ya apa ide kani
piong baka klempat penmi nadu menno
inception
naduk inception
tidak batai ke story
naduk kat trip jong September kat nes pak tak new kade ke jing seng ya kene ka parti UDP mo di ndai phimla pat ban ong ba ka hak election phimla ban ong kongres rona hau kat nes pak ka hau ne arajar khat lai yele ek election MLA im chamjong na kanang pok khumsi na parti UDP ndai ho arajar khat saupan kongres rona kala jok kum ka MDC na ka nongpo konsumsi bat kum ju ro iba dan sumeri dan hang ni hau arajar khat lai yele khat lai yele MLA i kham jok ndai ho arajar khat sau yele e ka na ka tiket UDP na kum sini konsumsi i jok bari long kum MDC ban ong e ba ka parti UDP kampat don yau nomi khman lada krani ka ribhoi leliwat mangaro wa arajar pra ngajok kum MLA naga tiket UDP tiba ike mulong ru mo khatnas pak khandai pra ijok naga UDP naga ne ka umroi konsumsi nang tai majidi rembai arajar pra ijok kum MLA naga tiket UDP jongka jirang konsumsi mo kum ki MLA naga tiket UDP ba naga arajar khandai lele piniin ba baro sautli ki konsumsi pinong ya ka umroi ru mo ujok ba hektar morwin sorry kani
Fabian
udok sorry ujok ba Fabian langdok naga mahuti ujok ba hotel pomsyong nang ta naga nongpo ujok doktor bom mo yung doktor Celestin mo langdok ba naga jirang ujok ba artis rani ki job naga tiket jong ka UDP habaro sautli ki konsumsi bat ka ngisyo bat panpao jing songo ban ai kublai kerpang ya ki paiba nang sinong jong ka riboy district kilai ai ya kata kajing kersian daga pakishenya baga parti UDP ka don sisa ya kata kalawi nadu kiti korban ai ji sekli dan yang kita geri bagi jek bener hendak jingkal ki don parti yang kita sispa arfu ki don sisa ne kim don ya kata yet to be verify kita nomor balai nomor ka kerteng ka don ndrei la kita gi try bedon kerteng kitip ni kim tip ya kata ni mela ban di ngimpat la man persisai kata ngin sa budin ngin sa pet pade kino ki balong sisa ki bom lang sisa denrei kar komperkat pade na kamenta kanang po hadin bikila mi kini gi ai kapade ban jakan jam dei pinam la banong mo nginam la ban kano ya noi no ru mo nginam krani kano kuno ka ba ban yalam ya kataka mo ka ban kta ya ka sentiment jong na jung no ka ban penmong ka ban pensusi ya noi no nginam krani kita kintin ban ngim sudai ro ban kren ban penpau ipung tigi rei tang ba kadika ka duty jong kanika kamram je ka parti jing ne banang ne shakmat ni haban ya gear up kanya kane ni haban perkhat thamai ni trace na ni trace ham na kamta kane ban ngidan kala wei ba ke don ki ba ong hang to ki ong ba kanong po kanom la ban penmi UMLA ba job who knows pinam la ban tip ban predict lupai ya ka future kala ban long les arajar afulai kandidat jong UDP na nang po de UMLA jongka nang po konsumsi mano bala ban ong kata
kajing khubor ni kajing resign bagi lain ki bapa khubor bagi jingkam sispa apa yang ni ham verify kata ngau presentation meeting mana ni tu ni pek kajing sya kalau ni ya ada ni PE ba hasil tarik mo nginang sudah pelong yang meeting yang soha ya kimo jiram iwan so seperti dan kawan si milarai mo after meeting bangin consentkan ya ke party bangin ensure bahwa santli sit ngin pen feel kali dia bangin expect ba harus pai ba u kesan ya ke party belum ni ko district ngin ada tien bangin job ada apply sansi lada ka naik ubra ka jahitya ka kalau apa job nyosi mo head district entah kali ka palis tu kali ngimban MLA ngimban BC but still kibriyo kinangwan johan si kapati ni hi bakal ngelawai kapati ni to hiong itu jibi lewat tak ni kapati hari jing siam jonga kanong kata namar ngingit ya kipai ba bisyar kata namar kibat kapus be kapati ki kuat kapus be hari ka kambat kamrong ba ya hap dur ba kapati ka kam ke kita golong persya kapati ladang ipai ada kapra pura bolong 40 be apa ka parti abang anak kelong meeting alawe ke jingelang jaga parti kabo unukit ka mahmad do jaga parti ni udan do uni wemeli pemerintah hom sini dikumno kono ngel kita ka parti I do not see but it will affect ya ka parti we have good prospect ka jimi ke jongki kala play ke jinghang ya ki wei ki bandrung maki don ki beri ki ba don sim siapa ni ka parti bagi don ka level ba to be elected hila ban job tu hana ila man ki don ka tu bani ki hiding pinkia tinggi kena perhat bangin syukos ngin don ke mod disciplinary committee ban take up iki hari ha bangi perhat bagi person barang mak district yo nah ngin kam hari maki pat ada ploy no ban ya ada kata te kala persuk ngi ba ka jingmi jugni lain mod ka pli jing khang ya ki brew ki bandrung sa party ni tingam pa man ong ipi modo bandrung no ka jing keren kelaya ngin langsung thai mo president ro ya cikuman nilai selok bagi perlok ki badon sya taka prospek menjawab nilai selok bagi but hopefully mo nilai beron kisah pau iki kami ni mentang ka mendisclose ni penbatai lagi bono ka polisi ke strategi juga parti ada ngidon kung ka parti ngidon lagi strategi apa district ni oi ya kung ka strategi juga parti baru jadi jalan ngidon ke district ngidon lah ka jong ka but rekam tinggal i ba arthur pulai kandi history ya sia ka jylla ni ba borosan ngut ngila banjok
Menta kasngi ukon rat ke sangma mentri rangba ke jylla ulahir shanong pendeng ban play ya umau nong rim jong ka Sip Singh Memorial Higher Secondary School na ka banta bantai ya ka building ka buchamai hakani kasngi shwa ban play ya umau nong rim lapanlong ye ka jingelang ha compound jong ka te ka school ha ka balai don lang uma lakmen rembui mentri ka tanat puli puti ke jylla ubalong usimbut kongsan uba Macmillan Bersat MLA ka Nongstoin ki he sarkar ki nong hikai ki khna school bat ki reurang ba jong ka thain ya ka jingelang lapan ya da uba PD sangma deputy commissioner ka West Coast Hills district bat layo ya ka jingkren na UMLA uma lakmen rembui bat khaddo e ya ka jingkren na umchi rang ba ubalong ukongsan khaddo e layo ban play yo maunong rim jong ka te ka school ban sa te thmai ha ka te ka jaka
trying to be part of this program simply because this program has and this project has been something that's been really close to our hearts, especially to our Honorable Education Minister and also the Honorable MLA of Nongstoin constituency, who have been very, very particular that this extension building project must happen at the earliest. So at the very outset, I would like to thank the Education Minister, who is leading the department, a very difficult sector to lead, and yet he is doing a very wonderful job at ensuring that we're able to take education forward. And would like to thank especially our Honorable MLA, who has been persistent and relentless, I should say, in ensuring that this project went through. So therefore, I must congratulate and thank both of them for all their efforts.
That the Chief Minister has provided sanction so that this school could be built for the benefit of the student. We know that the student here, about 800 students are studying in this school, and this school have about 30 teaching staff. The student to teachers ratio is very good. It is below. And when I see the result of the schools also, it is quite encouraging. Last year, the percentage of pass in the arts is 10%. The result for SSLC, 90%. This is, I must commend the teachers for your effort to give the best to the student. Thank you, our Honorable Chief Minister, Conrad K. Sangma, for the upliftment of the state, be in economic, educational, health, communication, and everything. It is because of him, his farsightedness, that we could see that everywhere, not only in Northstoy, that things are happening, things are moving, and things are being experienced by each one of us, be the farmer, be the traders, be the entrepreneur, be the anybody.
Bynta ke sengi ka khat nyau trik jong urimpang ka lalong ka sengi ka basa jengken mau ha ke history jong ka kot ke khia jong ka West Coast Hills District namar hadin prasnem kinthi nadu balatei ya ka jaka ajingi ka yekinas lala ban play bynta ke sengi da Conrad ke sangma mentri rangba ke jylla hakini ke sengi ba play ya ke te ka jaka ajingi ka yekinas lapnya ye ke jingelang da Dr. Amanwar director jong ka tanat ka kot ke khia ha ke jinga don lang jong uba Macmillan Bersat MLA ka thain ki he sarkar jong ka district ki doctor ki staff nurse jong ka Nongstoin Civil Hospital but ki student ki badang sha pentibit ha ke te ka jaka Hashua ban play ye ka te ka shlem ai jing hikai laplong ye ka jingelang ha ka balayo ye ka jingkren na MLA ka thain badru umitri rangba ka jylla khaddu e layo ban khap yo ribbon but play ru yo mau kurteng jong ka te ka jaka ai jing hikai.
Thank and congratulate the medical and the health department on this very, very important milestone of completing this GNM school of nursing and for having invited us here to be part of this inaugural program. Friends, as you are all aware that in the last 2 years we have all faced great difficulty because of the pandemic that had hit us. And it was during these pandemic times we all realized to a very large extent the different deficiencies that we have, especially in the health sector. And we had challenges in terms of manpower, we had challenges in terms of infrastructure, and it was a time when I should say the crisis gave us an opportunity to realize that we need to do much more when it comes to the health sector in our state. And therefore, in the last 2 years, there has been a concerted effort on part of our government to really push the health sector and put maximum investment in the health sector. Whether it is the 350 crore World Bank infrastructure project that is being implemented as we speak, whether it's the creation of 485 different wellness and health centers, whether it's the fact that we have more than 4.5 lakh households now enrolled in MHIS, whether it's the fact that in the next month or so, we will be also laying the foundation stone for a 280 crore medical Hunar Hub training skills center in our state, which will be funded by the Minorities Affairs Department, Government of India. where I was in Delhi yesterday, and we were informed by the minister that the project has in principle been approved. It will be the largest skill development or skilling center for medical purpose and one of its kind in the whole country, and the pilot project based on which the government is looking at setting up one in every state. So that is a kind of push today that is being given to health services, and manpower requirement is very, very essential in this, and that is why this GNM School of Nursing in Nongstoin and the other 4 locations, which is in Mawphor, in East Karo Hills and in South Karo Hills, at a cost of 3 crore 37 lakhs, totaling 13.51 crores for the 4 centers, is a huge benefit and a huge push towards ensuring that we are able to close the gap in terms of the manpower deficiency that we have. And we have realized that as a government, we need to invest more and more in the health sector. We have also realized that there are many other things that we need to do when it comes to health services. Apart from giving infrastructure investment, making sure that our sub-centers are able to provide that additional service to our people, the ANMs, the different ASHA workers or different nurses are able to provide that additional support to our citizens. That kind of approach is what the government is looking at today, trying to ensure that the different 600 centers that we have throughout the state, how could we make them more efficient and more effective? We're trying to figure out how preventive steps can be taken to ensure that lifestyle diseases can be controlled. As we realize that the lifestyle diseases are the major causes of concern in today's world. So preventive measures need to be taken, and how can government ensure that our citizens start exercising more, start eating better, start checking up more regularly. These kind of preventive measures will ensure that we are able to at least reduce the cases of high risk and high ailment and are able to identify the different ailments at an early stage so that treatment can be given. So it's important to have a more broad-based policy, which is what the government is doing now. We have a health policy that looks at all these aspects and ensures that areas of preventive practices can also be looked at. We're also realizing that 60 to 70% of the medical cases are primary cases. We have lesser tertiary, lesser secondary cases.
Primary health center, but luckily the previous government has already approved for upgradation of that non-Kenyang sub-center, but now the matter is still pending with the planning department, finance department. I hope that this also should be materialized within our time, because it is a genuine one, because nearly 40 to 50 villages surrounding that area are benefiting through that sub-center only. There's a kawipan, nga nambar suka po kapakalamit. Kanika, the particular program is highly technical in nature. We're dealing with the health. Ngiki bom, legi doctor, bom legi nurse, bom legi paramedical, ngiki leman, kini kamanta. Kai kaba ay jingmut ki doctor, kaba ay jingmut ki nohikai, ngikain bet kata kalong kabadai. Ngingay bet ba, kai kaba advice ki doctor, habakum kani ka job, habakum kani ka po, ni priyang ya kata.
Tikat tu ngila poisya ka wakut jong ka thup khubor sa chisen pan kublai shibon ya pi baro tad hadu bangini syambiang kublai shibon